This is my rod and reel arsenal for 2024. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're out here, and today we're going to be going over my 2024 rod and reel arsenal. So over the past few years, I have acquired some fishing reels, some fishing rods, and I've kind of stuck with them for a very long time. I've been throwing the same stuff since I actually got it all, and this year I want to kind of upgrade some stuff. We actually just got some new rods in, and I want to show you guys what I'm going to be using for this year for tournaments, just regular fishing, and anything that I possibly need to catch some fish. So when I first started YouTube, I actually went a little crazy and bought a bunch of JDM fishing reels, and I would definitely call myself a reel addict. I have a ton of them over here, and I use pretty much every single one daily. So I thought it'd be cool to show you guys what I'm working with this year, and a lot of you guys always ask what I'm throwing, what I'm using, what's the name of some of the fishing reels I have. So this is the perfect time to tell you guys, and it's cold out, it's windy, the weather's been pretty bad, so it's the perfect time to sit here and talk about some fishing gear. So let's go ahead and let's hop right into it. So we have a lot of rod and reels right there, and that is not all of them. So yeah, I actually have 3 more rods on the way. I just ordered a few, and I don't know if the shipping company has lost them, or I don't know what's going on with that, but they are on the way. And also I did receive a few. We have some new ones over here, but one of them came in broken because the shipping companies destroyed the rod tube. If you guys order rods on the internet, I mean, I've literally received so many that come in broken because these shipping companies just wreck these rod tubes. So we have some right here, 2 new ones. The rest we're gonna stick with this year, and then we have 2 more on the way. So let's go ahead and let's check these things out. All right, we're gonna start off with one of my favorite setups right here. Honestly, I love them all, but this one is the big fish catcher right here. I've caught tons of big fish on this. I've caught an alligator on this setup, and this bad boy right here catches them. So we have the Guggen Squad Green Series muscle rod. This is one of the strongest rods that I've ever used, and this has been going strong ever since I've got it. I have had 0 problems with this one right here. And we have the Corrado DC on here, and one of my favorite baitcasters as well for the price. This thing is super solid. This is just overall a really solid setup, super strong, super durable, and I throw my A-rigs on this thing. Big frogging stick in the summertime. This bad boy can handle some big fish and some big hook sets. So got to start off with this one because it has been putting in the work recently. All right, so right here we have a rod and reel that I've been tossing around a lot recently because it is the perfect time of the year to throw it around. This is my jerkbait rod. So we have a Guggen Squad Green Series twitch rod, and this is a perfect little rod right here for those baits that you have to work a lot. And this is why I throw it with my jerkbait. It's a super shorter rod. It's a 6'9", and this thing is really good for some topwater baits, jerk baits, stuff like that. And then on it we have the Shimano Scorpion DC. I think this is the 2017 model. I could be wrong, but it's a super sick little reel, and this little setup might be small, but it is a very solid setup, and one of my favorites to throw around this time of the year. So let's go ahead, hop to the next one. We're gonna fly through these because if not, I will sit here and talk about these things all day long. All right, so right here, we have a brand new rod. As you guys can see, the tag is still on this thing. We have a Guggen Squad Green Series Go-To right here. One of my favorite rods. This thing is super solid, super non-expensive as well. It's about $100, and these are very, very solid. We have the Go-To, my favorite Guggen Squad rod by far, because you can throw pretty much everything on it. It's an all-around rod. It is actually about, I think, a 7-foot rod or something. It's yeah, 7 foot. So you can throw pretty much anything on this thing, and it's a super reliable rod. We have the little Chronarch on there. Actually just recently started using this reel again. It's been a while since I've tossed it, and I've been loving this thing. So as you guys can see, brand new, literally came in the mail the other day, And if you guys want to snag any of these rods or any apparel or any baits for the springtime, because it's about to start getting warmer, hopefully, and the fish are going to be biting. But you guys can actually go to googensquad.com. It's linked down below in the description, and you guys can use code Logan. It saves you guys 10% and it helps out the channel. So I'd really appreciate it if you guys use my code. And you guys will see that I absolutely love these rods right here, and I'm just smacking trees. This probably was not the best place to set everything up, but super solid rod. Really hyped to use it because I haven't gotten new rods in forever, so I'm so excited. We're gonna have some new sticks on the boat to help us catch some big fish. Next up, we have one of my favorite setups by far. Honestly, I love all of these, mainly because I use them all the time, but this one right here holds a special place in my heart. We have the Shimano Antares on there. And this was actually the first thing I bought with my first YouTube paycheck. So this reel means a lot to me, and it's just super cool. I mean, check this thing out. Look how beautiful it is. And we have that paired up on a Guggen Squad Gold Go-To. As you guys can tell, I absolutely love the Go-Tos, and they're some of my favorite. You can throw pretty much everything on them. And this reel is gonna have a new home here soon because I actually ordered a Black Series Go-To, and I'm super hyped to throw that around. I don't know where it's at. I don't know if the shipping company lost it or if it just hasn't been delivered yet. So we'll see what happens with that. As you guys know, shipping with rods is kind of crazy. So we're gonna hope that that comes in soon, and I can put this bad boy on its new home, and it's gonna be a crazy looking setup. But this thing has put in the work. I've used this reel for years, and it's caught some big fish for me. We have another setup right here that holds a special place in my heart because these Shimano Antares reels, this one is dang, it might be 2016. I don't really know. This one, super solid reel. It's a little bit on the bigger side, but it is literally probably one of the best reels I've ever thrown. And we have this on a Guggen Gold Go-To. Also, this one is about to have a new home as well. I have a Guggen Squad Black Series rod on the way, and it is a glass reaction. So I throw a lot of my crankbaits on this reel right here. Has a super slow gear ratio, so you can kind of just crank it on those rocks. And I'm super hyped. This thing is one of my favorites. Honestly love every setup I have. I am addicted to rods and reels, and that's probably why I have so many. And also, I want to buy some new reels this year, so you guys might be seeing some new reel purchases here soon. I have one in mind that I think is really cool, and I'm probably definitely gonna buy. It's like $500 something, but hey, as you guys can tell, I'm invested. All right, next up, we actually have a Black Series rod right here. This is the Finesse rod. So we have a little spinning setup. Honestly, I don't throw spinning setups too much, but this one right here is literally the only one that you will ever need. This Black Series rod is very sensitive. It's the Finesse, and you can fill everything with this rod right here. We have ourselves a little gold Guggen Squad spinning reel on there. Perfect little setup. I mean, it just looks beautiful too. It's a really fancy looking combo. And I've been using this thing. I'm not a spinning reel person at all. I like never throw these things. But if I had to throw one, it would be this one because it is so nice looking. And this Black Series rod is so legit. It can fill everything. Super sensitive, super slick. And hey, that's like the only, I think that's the only spinning setup I actually have. And that's the only one I think I will ever need. We got ourselves another stick right here. Brand new. Still has the tag on it. Literally came in the other day. This one right here is the Green Series Reaction. I actually had a few of these, and they are out of commission. So I was like, you know what? Let's go ahead and let's snag another one in the Green Series. I actually tossed around the gold one a few times. This reel is probably the best reel that you can get for the price. I think it's the cheapest DC reel that you can find, and this thing is super solid. This was literally my first ever DC reel, and it is still going strong. And on the little reaction, so we can throw spinnerbaits, chatterbaits, all kinds of cool stuff on this. And it has that really nice sensitive tip. Set the hook, you can feel your bait, and you really feel when that fish eats it. It's a little 7'2" medium heavy, super sick, brand new. I'm ready to test these bad boys out, especially those black rods, wherever they may be. But they are hopefully on the way, and we'll be fishing with those very soon. All right, next up, we have a big old setup right here. This right here is my Swimbait setup, whether that's a big soft one like that or if it's a hard one. I actually did order a Guggen Squad Muscle XL, and that was the one that came in snap because the rod tube was demolished. But it was kind of crazy because the other two were perfectly fine. I don't know if you guys know this, but shipping with rods is crazy. Like, the shipping companies always find a way to break those tubes, and they are literally the strongest tube. I think mine got ran over by a forklift, if I had to be honest. But we have a new rod coming in that I've never used, so I'm super hyped about that. This one right here, we have a little Dobbins Fury series with the Shimano Tran X on there, and we got some little aftermarket handles on that thing. Super comfortable for throwing these big baits, and it's got a nice heavy structure backbone when you set the hook on this thing, so you can reel in them giant fish when you're throwing these giant baits. Love this rod. It's about a I think it's close to 8 foot. Yeah, it's a 7'9", so you can throw some big lures on this thing, and hopefully in the springtime this rod's gonna be putting in some work. Last but not least, we have the Guggen Muscle Rod Gold Series, and we have the Scorpion DC on there, which is a very cool little reel. But whenever that Muscle XL gets in, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna do a little bit of swapping around with some of these reels, so I'm gonna have some different little setups. But these are my favorite rods to toss around, and obviously I'm a big Shimano guy, so I love my JDM reels. I've ordered a bunch of them, very expensive ones, and I love them because they last long, super reliable, catch big fish, and they're just cool. So got this one right here. Obviously gonna move some stuff around, but these muscle rods can throw all kinds of stuff, and they're one of my favorite Guggen rods. The go-to and the muscle. Last but not least, we have this fishing reel right here that does not have a rod yet because the one that it was on actually broke, and I have the other ones in the mail on the way. But once my my 3 other rods come in, I'm gonna be moving around some things, but we're sticking with pretty much all Guggen rods this year, which is gonna be really cool. Really enjoy them. The price is very good on them, especially for the rod that you get. You got 100 for the green, 150 for the gold, and then 300 for the black. But I've been using them. They've been catching fish, and hey, they help support the channel. So we're gonna use every one that we can get, and I'm super excited to get some new rods because, whew, rods around here have been very, very hard to come by because fish have just been, fishing is just a dangerous game for some rods. So very cool to get some upgrades. I haven't got a bunch of rods in a long time. I literally haven't got any rods since they first came out, so it's been a few years. So some of these rods have served me well, and it's time to retire them and stock up on some new stuff. So as you guys can tell, I love my Baitcasters. We have pretty much all of them right here, and I actually have a few more at the house. We have the Corrado, the regular Corrado. We got another SLX DC, and they just need some homes, so that's why we actually just got some new rods on the way. And a few of these, actually none of these right here, I actually put up the ones that were struggling a little bit. We're gonna retire those and get some new sticks, so I'm super excited for that. Definitely want to get some new reels this year, and I want to load up because these right here are my daily uses. I throw these things all the time, take them with me to the river, and I pretty much pick up every single one at least once. So we have a good variety, bunch of solid rods and reels right here, some sick combos, and I'm ready to catch some big fish this year. But I just wanted to show you guys what we were working with this year. You guys have been asking to see a bunch of these, and you guys have been wondering what I throw, and they're all right here. Kind of flew through everything. I'm very basic with my fishing reels. I like my high gears, which means that you can crank them real fast and the retrieve comes in, and I like my Guggen rods because they are literally what I've been using for the past 2 years, I think, and they catch fish. So we have a ton of them, gonna be getting some more. You guys will be seeing them throughout the year, but that's what we're working with. But I want to know down below, what is you guys' favorite rod and reel combo? And also, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and a comment. And if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Stay fishing.